wanting to introduce you to the people on the hill. This here is Russell, and he's one of our veterans. Russell, where did you serve?
I went into the military out of Michigan, and I went into the 9th Infantry Division, and I wanted to work on tanks. I went in when I was 17, and I stayed in for 3 years because I'd seen some stuff when I was overseas that just a 17-year-old kid right out of high school shouldn't see. And they offered me sergeant stripes and $10,000 bonus to stay in. This was in 1981, 78, 80, 81, yeah. And I just didn't see a career, and I was shooting tanks from 2 miles away. And some of the stuff I'd seen over in other countries, I'm like, wow, we've got it made. And we don't even realize it, we do. But I learned to not judge a book by its cover. That's the main thing. I mean, I know there's people that are sick and they're on drugs or whatever. Everybody has problems, but still, we're still people. We had water. They were giving us water over here, and one of the ones that wasn't too right in her head used to take a shower in the middle of the day when the offices were open, right on the hose out in front of the building. That didn't go over too well.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And it's like they told us to come up here. They marked the spot where we were. They showed us where they wanted the trash, and they were picking it up. They were getting it every week, weren't they?
Yeah.
And now it's just like, it's not good.
I just wanted to make Siskiyou County aware of where one of our veterans is. One of our men who at 17 went and fought for our freedom. And this is where he lives. This right here, the hill.
Bad. So I'm waiting on the VA hospital, and it's just, they're so slammed this time of the year. It's just...
What do you find is the biggest hindrance from you finding housing or home or being able to live better than this?
I would have to go with one word that begins with a P. And it's sad to say, but there's a lot of prejudice. A lot of prejudice.
Prejudiced against
anybody that they know comes from this hill.
Or homeless at all.
Or homeless at all, yeah. In Southern California.
They see pulling a wagon to take things home that when we had a house.
Throwing stuff out the door, trying, splashing through puddles.
On purpose.
Just because we're pulling a cart. I go around and pick up shopping carts and take them back to the grocery store.
Or we pick up
they
trash.
All know me.
I get rolls of trash bags from Walmart, and we pick up trash.
And a friend of mine, Christmas would have been 1 year.
He was a veteran as well. He died up here on this hill.
Laid half in and out, half out
causes.
of the 6 hours. Nobody knew he was up there.
He was a veteran also, died on the hill.
Built a memorial.
The city of Yreka destroyed the memorial we built for him up there.
On purpose. And he was on Christmas, New Year's Eve.
They're not here.
And it was clean. Everybody respected it. I had it surrounded with rocks. I had a headstone in there and everything. And he looked at me. You see me looking at him when they were cleaning up. He looked at me, backed into it, ran over it, smiled at me. Number one, try renting a home, even after you pass the credit check and everything, to somebody that has 3 dogs as opposed to somebody who has 1.
Okay, so that's a hard thing.
We rescue animals. We just, I don't know. Bad choice. Plus, it's really hard. It's not a lot of places to go around here, and we just
There's
don't
so
want.
many empty houses and apartments that it's sad.
Yeah, and
because when they had Operation Room Key, they didn't use the funding, so the government took it back.
Yeah.
That was during COVID. That's why we ended up out here. It's because we couldn't get any help. So
I've got people that are helping, but there's just so many that need help. It's a slow process. It really is. Because, you know, Yreka is a city, it's just not a big city, and the bigger cities have, you know, more resources. But these are really good people across the street. They have put up with a lot. They help us with water in the summertime.
sorry.
That's the Siskiyou Behavioral Health.
They don't help as much as they say they do. They say they help a lot and they don't.
Well, they got their hands full too, you know. This is not just here, it's everywhere. I came from North Carolina and worked my way out here because I was stationed in Fort Lewis, Washington when I got out of the military. And I was going through a divorce. I got kids, they're all grown up. And I was a beach bum. I was out on the beach and I'm walking around and just talking to people that are out on the street. 9 out of 10 of them had something really tragic happen to them in their lives.
I found that to be true too.
Yeah, and it's like, I started writing a book. It was called, if I ever finish it, it's called Misconception. Looking at somebody and just, you know, having the wrong.
Just right away
the
judging
wrong way,
them as
what's
lazy and
cold,
if they
upset.
I mean, I'm not crazy enough to get a home, so I'm gonna die on this hill.
See, that's what I'm talking about,
See,
right?
yeah,
She needs to
prejudice.
get this put in. She needs this. It's a person.
Doing it all.
Where you at?
It's just like that for everybody. We don't qualify for
Okay.
about your service to our country, because I don't think you're on. I don't think that anyone who serves
I should have
this
died over
country.
there. I
No,
should
you
have
shouldn't have
died, and
died
I
over
never
there.
should have came back. I should have fucking died.
It's all right, ma'am. What's your name, David? David. Nice to meet you. I'm Donna. And thank you for your service. It's all right, man. It's okay. Walk it off.
I
Okay.
can't believe they would do that to me.
What are you needing? What do you need?
I went over there because I need a home. Micah got a home. Chris got a home.
And you're a veteran. You need a home.
I'm not crazy enough. I just found out that they pretty much told me that I'm not crazy enough to get a home.
Okay.
But I'm a veteran.
But you're a veteran.
That should trump all that.
I agree. I
But
agree.
no, I'm stupid. I have been here on this hill since I can remember.
And you're a veteran. of
I am
the
a
United
veteran. My
States
name
of
is David
America.
Dutra. I'm a veteran in Yreka, California.
If you risk your life and your mental sanity for me and so that I can have my freedom, we owe you something. And that's what my video is hoping to change.
17 years old when I hit South Korea, right after the Parmesan incident, which is where North and South Korea attacked each other on a bridge with axes and stuff. And they put me in what they call the demilitarization zone. It's a 1 mile fence where both
Green
sides,
zone.
North and South,
Green zone.
patrol it. And gave me an M16 with a banana clip full of rounds and said, don't fall asleep or they'll cut your throat while you're sleeping.
At 17 years old.
Yeah, at monsoon season too. Raindrops this big around for 14 days straight. Foxhole collapsed on me. And God, my
love
steel
every
pot
minute
fell
of
over
it.
my head, gave me an air pocket, and I shoved my rifle up to where it stuck out around that, but it took him 45 minutes to dig me out. And I get real panicky when I get
Claustrophobic.
Claustrophobic. I understand. That's
love-
a normal reaction to having a problem,
Absolutely
having that
loved
happen.
War and combat.
How come?
Because I was born to do it.
You were born to fight?
I used to play with my sister and tell her, I'm not going to play no house or any games with you, sis, until you help me train. I knew a long time ago that the get-go I was going to be in the desert. I knew it a long time ago.
You wanted to be in the Army, Marines, Navy. What'd you want? Where'd you go? Where?
I was in Iraq twice.
Iraq twice. Okay.
I was a prison guard.
Prison guard.
If
Okay.
I wasn't doing that, I was working on weapons.
Okay. Okay. Well, these two here are veterans living on the hill. And for all of you who say they could just work harder, they've already done their work. It's our job to take care of them now.